Alright, hey y'all. This is a part two of magical accessories. And it's also going to be about where cheap places where you can get some magical accessories, where you can decorate your altar, how to be a cheap witch like me. I don't come from money, so I know a lot of y'all don't either, so I have little tips and tricks to, beautify your witchy space, beautify yourselves, and stuff like that. So what I'm holding here is a bouquet that came already together, and I just wrapped this yarn around it and decorated it. I like to decorate my, sorry, music's loud. I like to decorate my altar with flowers, real flowers and fake flowers. Sometimes I pick flowers from the neighborhood, and but with real flowers, they die, they don't last, so when they die I take them off my altar. But if to make it still pretty, I buy synthetic flowers. Synthetic flowers are great because obviously they don't die, and you can keep them forever to beautify your altar. You can get, I would recommend going to Joann's or Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or any craft store. You can even go online. And I would go, like, for example, like Halloween's coming, I guess. So they're doing away with their spring, summer flowers, and they're highly discounted. So I would go during sale times. It's just a bouquet that I found, and it was like $1, I think. And I also have a teacher's card for Joann's. So another thing you can, oh god, thank god. Sorry. Another thing you can do to decorate. This is my shirt. It says I'm dead inside. Another thing you can do to decorate your altar space or your witchy space is these little containers. I got these for really cheap. Actually, the person gave it to them for free, but I got them at the thrift store. You can get any things like these from vintage store, thrift store, any used store that sells used items. You can get these really cheap. You can get them in, like, probably, I think they have some at some fancy dollar stores. I'm not sure, but I personally use these to charge. Like, I make moon waters, eclipse waters, ocean water. That's why there's a little salt in here, because I got some water from the ocean recently. And I charge it. I put it on my window, and I charge it, especially for moon waters. But to make it extra charged, extra powerful water, I put stones in there, rose quartz, there's some tiger's eye in there, there's a little baby amethyst, other stones. Ooh. No, the stone doesn't want to go back in. But you don't have to do that, but I just do that to make it extra fancy. I have 2 of these. You can put as many of these around your altar as you want. I'm into even numbers, so I have 2. So those are really good for, to decorate or to make spells with. Like, I use a lot of my charged water. I make different types of waters for, like, everything. I even make sprays. Like, I have a protection spray that I made. I put dried rose petals in it. So with protection sprays, I personally, you can make them, charge them and make it protection spray water. Put stones, gems in them. I also use really cheap perfume. Now, this is something that the ancestors gave to me when I was in the other realm. So I used cheap perfume that I got. CVS has this cheap perfume. I got the sweet pea one. I put dried rose petals in it. I think I put some stones. I put a protection sigil around the container, and you got yourself some protection spray. Now I know some people, they like to put essential oils and stuff in their protection spray as well. CVS and Walgreens, I think Walmart, I hate them, but oh, they're fucking cheap. They have cheap essential oils that work. And I just love essential oils. You can get cheap ones at those places. You don't have to spend like a hefty dollar to get those to use to make for spells. I even use them for rituals as well. Tea tree, I have lemon oil, I have lavender oil. I love tea tree personally because, like, if you have a tattoo, vitamin E and like tea tree helped me out a lot to heal my tattoo. Also, if you have, I forgot the term, but when I first got this tattoo, it was very raised, and the tea tree oil helped it flatten out. So if you have that type of skin where, I forgot what you call it, it's on the tip of my tongue, but as you can see, I have a old childhood scar here, and it's a little raised. That, I forgot what you call it when your scars are raised. Someone comment at the bottom, please. But that's pretty much it. And I don't want this video to be really long. I would utilize like those cheap stores for, especially a book of shadows. Like in my other video, you can get cheap notebooks at the dollar store too, if you don't want to get the hardcover one. If you can, or you can make your book of shadows by scratch, making, staining paper, making it look old, punching holes, weaving string or wire or whatever you want through the holes. That's just a little way of being cheap if you don't want to get like a full notebook. You can stain the paper with coffee as well. Just put coffee marks all over and you got stained paper. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys are being safe, keeping cool, and stay witchy. Comment on the bottom your favorite witchy things to do, and I'll see you next video.